Welcome to the deep dive. So you sent us this amazing chunk from Pride and Prejudice.
Yes, focusing on Elizabeth Bennet and Mr. Darcy, right when things get, well, complicated.
Exactly. We've got her visit to Pemberley, his estate, and then this huge scandal with her sister Lydia.
Right, Lydia running off with Wickham. Our mission, really, is to unpack how Elizabeth's view of Darcy shifts and how Lydia's mess impacts everyone.
Okay, let's jump in. Elizabeth at Pemberley. She seems genuinely surprised, doesn't she? Not just by the size, but the taste.
Absolutely. She's impressed by the natural beauty. It's not just showy, like she might have expected. It feels right.
And it starts to chip away at her prejudice almost immediately.
It does. And then there's the housekeeper, Mrs. Reynolds. That conversation is, well, it's a game changer.
Totally. Because Mrs. Reynolds just gushes about Darcy, how he's this incredibly kind master, a wonderful brother.
Never a crossword since he was 4. I mean, come on.
Right, and so good to the poor, just like his father. It's the complete opposite of the image Elizabeth has.
An image largely painted by Wickham, let's not forget.
Yep.
And Mrs. Reynolds even throws a little shade on Wickham, calling him very wild.
Uh-huh. And she speaks about Darcy with such respect. Then Elizabeth sees the portraits.
Yes, Darcy's and Wickham's.
Huh?
And learns about Miss Darcy, how accomplished she is, how much her brother cares for her. It all adds up.
You can almost feel Elizabeth thinking, wait, have I gotten this all wrong? That line about being mistress of Pemberley might be something.
It's a flicker of regret, definitely. And just as she's processing all this, boom, Darcy himself shows up.
Talk about awkward. They're both blushing, embarrassed.
But his behavior is different.
Yeah.
Really different from, the disastrous proposal at Rosings.
He's so civil, asks about her family. He seems almost distracted, then rushes off.
Leaving Elizabeth completely confused. Is he still interested? Is she still dear to him? It's a total turnaround.
And then they meet again by the river. More civility. He even invites Mr. Gardner to fish.
Which surprises Mrs. Gardner, too. Elizabeth's just trying to figure out what's going on in his head.
And then the big one. He asks to be introduced to her aunt and uncle.
Astonishing, right? He actually wants to connect with her family, and he's polite to Mr. Gardner.
Offers to introduce Georgiana, his sister. That feels huge, like his resentment is just gone.
It really signals a massive shift. Things are looking up, maybe, but oh.
Yeah. Just as things seem possible, the letters arrive from Jane. 2 at once. Dreadful timing.
The first one hits hard. Lydia's eloped with Wickham. Heading for Scotland, they think.
Scandalous enough. But the second letter, it's even worse.
Much worse. They might not be heading to Scotland. They might not be married at all. They were traced to London, then vanished.
Wickham's debts, his character? Colonel Forster can't find them. Jane's begging Elizabeth and the Gardners to come home. Mr. Bennet's already gone to London.
It's absolute panic, and Elizabeth is just reeling from this when guess who walks in?
Mr. Darcy, again. Awful, awful timing.
She's distraught, obviously needs to find her uncle immediately, and Darcy sees it. He's concerned, asks if he can help.
And she just blurts it out, the whole horrible story. Lydia, Wickham, the elopement, the disgrace.
And her own self-reproach, too, right? For not warning everyone about Wickham earlier.
Exactly. Darcy's reaction is, well, he's stunned, just silent, thinking.
You can see Elizabeth realizing in that moment that any chance she thought she had with him, it's gone. The family disgrace is too much.
He's compassionate, but quiet, offers sympathy, then leaves. Just devastating.
So on the journey back, Elizabeth is thinking very differently about Darcy. The regret is real now.
Mr. Gardner tries to be hopeful. Maybe Wickham will marry Lydia, but Elizabeth knows better.
She knows Wickham. Deceitful, no honor. She lays out why his character wasn't exposed sooner. It's complicated.
And then we hear about Lydia's note to Mrs. Forster. So clueless, and just excited about running off. No thought for the consequences.
Meanwhile, back at Longbourn, it's chaos.
No.
Mrs. Bennet's hysterical, blaming everyone else. Mr. Bennet is crushed. Mary's moralizing. Jane's trying to hold it together.
It's a family imploding under the pressure and shame. Mr. Gardner heading to London is the only glimmer of action.
So, wrapping this up, what stands out is how wrong first impressions can be. How prejudice blinds Elizabeth.
Definitely. And the sheer weight of reputation and social standing back then. Especially for women. Lydia's choice threatens the whole family's honor.
It forces Elizabeth to reassess everything, Darcy, Wickham, herself. It's a painful but crucial part of her journey.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? How much do our own biases, our own societal filters stop us from seeing people clearly? And think about the ripple effect of one impulsive act, especially for women in that time, facing that kind of judgment. Something to chew on.